Hello Chainmail enthusiasts! Here's Sebastian from Ironskin, and I'm proudly announcing the Ironskin Chainmail competition. The time has come to put your creations to the test. We will be gathering pieces of homemade riveted chainmail from all around the world to check it for their protective performance. And we will film and document the results to share them with you. This will be a friendly competition and there will be surprise prizes to win for you. How can you take part in this? To participate, you need to make yourself a piece of chainmail. You have to send it to me and it has to arrive before June 30th, 2022. Along with that, you need to fill out the participation form. There's a link here in the description below the video. The size of the piece of chainmail should be 20 centimeters times 20 centimeters, respectively 8 inches times 8 inches. It has to be handmade by you. It has to have riveted rings. It can optionally contain solid rings. Butted rings are not allowed. The mesh pattern has to be 4-in-1 as in historic European mail. The material has to be iron or mild steel. The carbon content in the metal should not exceed 0.3%. And there should be no trace elements added intentionally at a significant amount. With these rules, we want you to follow the footsteps of historic mail makers. The size and dimension of the rings are up to you. How can you win? In a way, you already win by participating. This is the first time that modern mail makers set out to compare their works. You can be one of them. Your piece of chainmail will be seen and will literally lay next to the best works of modern riveted chainmail. Apart from that, we'll group the submitted pieces of mail into categories and test them in various disciplines. That will depend much on what people hand to us. I can imagine that there will be a category for mail made of solidly riveted rings and another category for riveted solid meshes. Possibly the ring's diameter will also be criteria for categories, much like weight classes in boxing. Within these categories, the meshes compete in various tests. One of these tests will be for sure their protective performance versus projectiles. I have great plans for that and you have reason to get excited. For a reasonable comparison, it will be crucial how much projection is achieved per weight, because naturally heavier rings from thicker wire will perform better. Yet ultimately it is important for us how light a sheet of mail can be to perform reasonably protective. Another test will aim for how smooth a piece of mail is. That will check to which extent it would be destructive to textile, to undergarments or to skin. And finally, there will be a rating. We will rate how close your piece of mail imitates the shape and the appearance of historic mail. You yourself get to choose what museum piece you want it to be compared with. All test results will be counted together. There will be an overall winner and possibly category winners. And they shall receive small prizes and of course eternal fame within the community of chainmail enthusiasts. Don't get me wrong, this is no formal experimental archaeology. This is some friends having fun. Yet we will analyze and document the results of this competition, and something can be learned from that. Much of that will happen here on the YouTube channel, so subscribe if you like and you will be reminded when the footage is out. At this stage, there's still potential for you to help shape the competition. So what would you add to the rules? I hope the comment section will spark some fruitful ideas. Until then, keep riveting.